Have you ever felt like all the bad things in your life happen at the same time? It's as if everything piles up, and you feel overwhelmed, unable to find a way out. In this video, I want to talk about things you should remember during such times. When you're going through difficult moments, when you're in pain, you often say to yourself, "Oh God, why is this happening to me? Why do I always have to face such bad things?" But here, I suggest you take a different perspective on the difficulties you're experiencing. Now, in the past, maybe 50 or 100 years ago, people used to pray, "May God not leave me without troubles." From today's perspective, this might sound more like a curse than a blessing. But there's wisdom in this saying, in this prayer. It actually speaks of the positive things that pain and hardship can bring us. As I often say, even though it feels terrible at the moment, going through pain, enduring tough times, overcoming bad experiences, it matures us. It makes us like tea steeping, turning us into something sweeter and more refined. It's how we level up in life. That's why, when we are suffering, we need to look at it from this angle too. Enduring pain and overcoming tough times can give us a broader perspective in the future. Sometimes, when a person is going through pain or hard times, they become trapped in that moment. They think, "Oh God, I'm stuck in this time, and every moment from now on will be just as bad. These problems, these issues will never end." But this is actually a fundamental error in perception. When we're in the middle of a problem, we think it will never end, it will never pass. But most bad things, most problems, don't last forever. Just like the good things, bad things also come to an end. Life has its ups and downs. So, while you're in pain, while you're going through hard times, it's helpful to remember that nothing lasts forever. Eventually, we adapt to life, and at some point, those hardships are left behind. Keeping this in mind can help you feel better. Complaining or worrying doesn't really help us change or improve the things that are causing us distress. Now, when you're trying to do something good, sometimes you may fail. You might blame yourself for it. But what you did is much better than doing nothing. Because you made an effort, you put in the work. As a result, you might have made a mistake. It's no big deal. You can try again and make it better. I have a lot of respect for certain people in life. One of them is people who try to do good things for themselves and for the people around them. People who put in the effort. And then there's another group of people who just sit there constantly complaining, never trying to change anything. Maybe they create a comfortable zone for themselves. These people don't take any risks, so they don't experience any loss in their lives either. But that first group I mentioned, they put in the effort. Sometimes they might take steps backward. They might face losses or make mistakes. But I see it like this. It's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. In the long run, while the other group hasn't moved at all, you've taken way more steps forward. There's a quote I really love. It goes, "It's either patience or journey." Understand that love's remedy is either silence or a quest. Either you stay quiet and don't complain, or you embark on a journey to achieve love. Sometimes, the source of your difficulties might be the people around you, the people in your life. But remember, you can't control the people around you. No matter how kind you are, no matter how good you are, even if you're spreading love and giving out flowers, the people around you may not be good. So, doesn't it make sense to think, if this is out of my control, why should I feel bad about how the other person is behaving? Why should I let myself suffer because of their negative, unpleasant attitude? As I said, the negative behavior of others sometimes has nothing to do with us. That's why it's important to remember that the negative energy, the unpleasant situations someone else is reflecting are more about them than about you. And if someone is really causing you harm, making you feel bad, it's worth reevaluating that relationship. Creating some distance, moving away from the closeness that affects you, can make you feel better. Anyone who has ever taken an exam knows this situation. Sometimes you get stuck on a math problem, and you start wrestling with it, fighting it. The more you can't solve it, the more frustrated you get, and the more trapped you feel in that problem. Time slips away. You were supposed to spend maybe a minute or two on that problem, but before you know it, 20 minutes have passed, and you've started losing out on the entire exam. In life, too, there are people who fight with their problems. At some point in our lives, we face problems, and we get so caught up in them. We become so consumed with solving that problem that we lose sight of the bigger picture of life, and life itself slips away. In such a situation, if there's a problem, we work on it and try to solve it. But if it can't be solved, we need to set it aside and wait. You must never lose track of life's routine. Don't neglect your daily routines, your work, your family, and the people you love. If you keep life's routine going in a consistent way, that unsolved problem may eventually work itself out. Or with time, as you start to feel better, you'll come up with new solutions to that problem. That's why it's important not to get stuck on the problem or fight it. I hope you'll remember these things when you're feeling really bad. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Mental Transformation YT channel. Take good care of yourself and see you next time.